Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Crypto, where we turn your early hours in the morning to your edge in financial freedom. Today, I've got a few different articles. I was looking at a article on Reddit. It is one of my more favorite stocks this past year. It IPO'd, and they've decided to put all of their profits into Bitcoin and Ethereum. So has some crypto exposure into it as well. I've got another article about Solana. So let's dive in and get you prepped for some success today. Let me get over to my screen. I've got the stock heat map pulled up. We've got Apple sitting pretty neutral, up 0.12. Got Nvidia up 0.52. We've got Berkshire Hathaway taking away most of its gains from the other day, down 0.84. Got Amazon sitting up 1.3. Got P&G sitting down 1.26. Got ExxonMobil down 1.36 as well off of the data yesterday on crude oil. We've got GE sitting down 0.75. Got Tesla continuing to take away some of those gains it made off of that 20% move to the upside. It's sitting down 1.14. Got Eli Lilly sitting up 0.89. Got Microsoft sitting up 1.26. Google's up 1.78 after some great earnings. We've got Meta sitting up 2.62. Let's hop over to the crypto side of things. We've got Bitcoin sitting down 0.47. Ethereum making some moves, up 1.68. We got BNB sitting down 0.9. We got Solana sitting down 1.1. Got Dogecoin taking away most of its gains from yesterday, down 3.37. XRP is sitting down 0.95. Troncoin finally making a move when it was not moving with everything else yesterday. It is up 0.9. Got Toncoin sitting up 0.2. Cardano is down 0.45, sitting at that 35-cent range. So we're finally above 34 cents for a change. Got Shiba Inu sitting down 2.68. And Avalanche is down 2.01. Today's going to be a heavy data day. We've got some mortgage rate applications coming out today at 7 o'clock. We also have the mortgage rate change and the refinance index. So all of these will be light data movers, but a good indicator on kind of how the economy is going for at least the housing industry. We do have ADP employment change coming out at 8:15 Eastern Time, as well as the Bank of Canada's Macklin is giving a speech as well. Kind of gonna be hinting on some of their rate decisions that'll be coming up here in a little bit. Their rate decision will be, I believe, the week before ours. So the big data, though, coming out at 8:30 is going to be core PCE prices quarter over quarter, GDP growth quarter over quarter, GDP price index quarter over quarter, GDP sales quarter over quarter, PCE price quarter over quarter, and some real consumer spending quarter over quarter. So all of these will be a heavy data morning. This is going to be at 8:30 Eastern, and kind of yesterday's move to just stabilize price for Bitcoin was all in preparation for this big mover. We do have a little bit more data coming out at 10 o'clock Eastern Time with pending home sales month over month and year over year. This will be a big mover as well. We also do have our typical Wednesday data for crude oil. And, we've been seeing some stocking up by the U.S. government on their oil reserves. So we'll kind of see if that trend continues. Other than that, Japan has some industrial production data coming out at 7:50 Eastern Time tonight. So that will be another big mover, as well as the retail sales. They did get some slowing down on their consumer sentiment. So that's going to be another factor with today's data and whether they decide that they want to hike some rates coming on tomorrow. We will kind of see how that all plays out. The rest of Asia is kind of looking a little bit strong, and their dollar has taken a massive hit. So they might need to do something about that. They might be holding off, though. They did have some elections, and they kind of want to see where things play out. December was my first guess on when they'd actually do another rate hike. So we will see if that plays out to my prediction. Let me hop over to the fear and greed. We do have the stock market sitting at 58 and neutral. It is down 2 points. Everything's kind of been pretty neutral on the stock side. Nothing real big moving, except for Google yesterday off of their earnings. For crypto, we are sitting up 5 points and at 77. We could have seen a local top for Bitcoin just for right now. We came so close to hitting that all-time high. So we will kind of see how the market decides it wants to go off of that GDP data. If it's extremely positive, you could definitely expect to see a little more tick up, and that all-time high is within grabbing range. For the liquidation heat map, most of the liquidity is sitting to the bottom side of us. The hot spots are sitting at 71,763, and again below that at 71,254, and then another light area sitting at 70,000, and the other one is 70,600-ish. So those are kind of the old highs that we had hit, and they're all below us now. There is really no liquidity to the top side to really grab. If we move that out to the weekly chart, let's see. Yep, most of the liquidity is sitting pretty below us, and it goes further and further down. I think we're just going to have to leave that liquidity behind us, though. I don't really think we can go that far down to grab that. I'll pull up the yearly one more time to kind of show y'all the liquidity that we had talked about the other day, which was sitting at that 70,000, 72, 73 mark, has basically all been taken out. As the article yesterday had said, most people who are holding Bitcoin are in profit right now. It was like 98% of people that are holding Bitcoin are in profit. So anyone that had bought back here and back here and back here, they're now sitting in profit. We'll kind of have to see for how long, because normally we do see that little dump to grab the last little bits of liquidity on the bottom side before we make that high move up. Let me pull up the monthly chart so we can kind of see where some liquidity grabs might lie before we kind of move out of the range. Really not seeing anything. There's a light spot right here sitting at the 65 range, which is also a fair value gap. So let me get over to the Bitcoin chart and I'll show you what I've been looking at. I pulled a fib extension from the low before we ended up pushing up, and I dropped it back down to the low that we had made in the range. We are sitting in the golden pocket. You know, we ended up taking out this high from over here. We do have this high over here that we could not reclaim, and we are now starting to see curvature on our MACD and prime oscillators. Our money flow is sitting at a point where it could definitely start to curve down. Looks like Lunar Beaches is here for the morning. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm pretty caffeinated this morning. I'm feeling really
Oh
good.
boy. Here we go.
Yeah, I've just been trying to remain level, you know? But the banter sometimes gets me going.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know if my gray shirt is too shiny and it's picking up the green off of my green screen, but it looks like I've got some like Thanos snap, like I'm like kind of drifting away, kind of,
No.
you know what I'm talking about?
You have become one with your investing space, David.
That's a possibility. No, not really. Anyways, how's it going?
It's going pretty well. I saved some articles for you. I just finished with our rundown for the morning. Let me get that screen shared with you. And I was taking a little look at Bitcoin. I had a fib extension pulled up from, the low before we ended up pushing up into this $60,000 range. And then I dropped the bottom of that to the low that we had made in the range. And guess where we're sitting?
Where?
Golden pocket. That beautiful golden pocket. Yep, it is sitting, the golden pocket line is sitting right below us at 71,000. So, we've definitely got some room to consolidate in the golden pocket before we kind of push up. My next big target is 77,000.
I like it. My next big target, 49,000.
Don't no. Don't say that, sir.
I'm not. I mean, I'm still not liking what I'm seeing under the hood. It's still confusing the heck out of me. So, yeah, I don't know. It still doesn't make sense that you have spot selling off at the highs, you have OI ramping up, open interest, you have every single bit of this being most of this being perp driven, meaning it's not spot buying that's pushing price up. It's people going long. That is not healthy. But
that touches a lot on the article that I had pulled up yesterday. Remember how the article had said that perp is really what is driving the price?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's definitely been a game changer on crypto, having perpetual and option. It's basically options for the stock market is what perpetual is. And that changed the stock market a lot. It also is kind of what broke the stock market a little bit. So we'll kind of see how that plays out for crypto.
Yeah, well, we always knew that, you know, being anything close to, relating close to stocks would be a problem. So,
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, my downside target is that fair value gap that I had talked about a lot. It is what I had longed from. Uh, that's 66,000. But it is still unfilled. So I kind of had my eye on coming down there before we move up to that 77,000 mark. I, I I didn't really bring it up because that's not a new target for me. The new target is 77,000, but that 66
okay.
to 63 range is a target I've been talking about for a while. We played with it a little bit before we just shot on out of there. But, seeing that move down would just be from current price. If we just closed it, a 12% move down, which Bitcoin has done before. I know a dump before the pump is the normal. And as we've seen the trend move forward, the dump before the pump is smaller and smaller. So the last one that we had saw was, I believe it was 22%. So 12% would be a nice healthier reduction in the dumping, whereas in the 2016 cycle was about a 32%, I believe it was. I'd have to pull the chart up and go really, really far. The first one that we saw was like a 40% dump. So
Mm.
healthier and healthier on the Bitcoin price action.
You know what? How big of a dump it is from current price to 49K?
Uh, ugly. Let me.
32%.
That's moving in the wrong direction, David. I'm not trying to
Does
see
that
that.
sound too bad? Does that
Yeah,
sound too bad?
yeah. Considering that alts would get demolished, you've got Cardano sitting at 35 cents right now. You'd probably
It'll go
see.
to 11. It'll be all right.
No,
Everybody will survive.
no, they won't. Cardano would die. Cardano
Yeah,
would die.
maybe.
But
I think
I'm
everything's going to die relative to Bitcoin. So, I mean,
I'm not saying
most of
it's a
it.
bad thing, but that Bitcoin dominance, you'd see it at like 75%
Oh,
if
it's getting there.
if we hit that. I know I was
It's
taking
getting there.
I was taking a look at it. Let me kind of oh, wrong one. Bitcoin dominance. Let me kind of pull it up. We're sitting 59.97. We moved in to that 60% range, which I don't know how much higher we can really go. Uh, 62.
65, 70, 75. I mean, we can go all the way to 100 BC.
I, yeah, I don't think the crypto market is that mature. The top side of this,
It's very immature.
yeah, the top side of this fib that I have pulled up is that 62.25 mark. So I don't,
62.25.
yeah,
All right, cool. Because the quarterly VWAP is sitting at about 62.5. So,
for,
definitely would not be surprised to see us come and visit that. That is also just below the monthly and quarterly open. So, and that wouldn't be too bad of a drop. That's maybe like 15%. Let's see, from current price to there, about 13 and a half. So
yeah, yeah,
it's not bad.
no, yeah, and it's definitely a doable move. That the 382 on the extension that I had showed everyone just a second ago is right below that fair value gap, and it is 62,726. So it's definitely
I
doable.
got you.
to see that dump before the pump, but I would like to see Bitcoin dominance also tick up while all of that is happening.
Oh, it
Because
will.
I just for the lulls, it'd be nice to see Bitcoin hit 66.6 on the dominance percentage.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 69.
No.
Funny thing is, on the macro. Oh wait, well, no. 886. The 886, 887 on the dominance chart for the macro fibs is literally 69.66%.
No. I mean, it's definitely doable. It just depends how much people want to sell off their projects that are dying and move their funds into Bitcoin until it's actually alt season. Cuz a lot of people have been scared that their alts aren't moving when Bitcoin's moving. But you know, the crypto doesn't play like that. It goes Bitcoin, it goes Ethereum, it goes alts, and then it goes your shit coins. So,
Typically.
I mean, it as the cycles we have seen so far from 2016, that's kind of how it plays out. Cuz
Unless you get a whole market melt up and everything
yes.
everywhere and all at once.
But still, you always have Bitcoin leading the show. It goes Bitcoin first, and then Ethereum gets its little run up where it makes better gains than Bitcoin. And then you have your alts that really make those big gains that are better than anything else. And as you see those things happen, your Bitcoin dominance ticks down and it ticks down and then it ticks down. And kind of at Bitcoin's dominance bottom is when you start seeing the bigger sell-offs in your alts and your meme projects and all of that. We didn't really see memes in 2 cycles ago. That was the 2020 cycle, where we really saw memes really take their place in the market. So we'll kind of see if the meme trend continues on that. But at least for your Bitcoin, Ethereum, and alts, we know how that goes. You trickle your profits over, and then you trickle your profits over, and then you trickle your profits over, and then you wait, and then you slowly get back into Bitcoin. At least if you're a smart investor, that's how you do it.
I'm a dumb investor, square peg, round hole. Um, do you
I
think
just don't.
Solana flips Ethereum?
No, not for
Like
not
even
this
briefly?
cycle. Not this cycle.
Not even briefly?
Not this cycle.
No.
You do have ETFs in Brazil. And I do have this article pulled up with Van Eyck and offering staking for institutional investors. That's not retail, that's just institutions for right now. But it does bode well for what could come for next cycle, where Solana wanted to be the Ethereum killer. But it's really not there yet. You've got all of this crap that is built on top of Solana that everyone's more paying attention to than Solana. So, yeah, I
That's
get.
kind of the point, right?
I mean, but it's not the
But you have
point.
to buy Solana and able to use that stuff.
I mean, yes, but it doesn't. It's not. It doesn't bode well for if you actually want your average retail investor who is most likely going to be buying through institutions to
Yeah.
to want to buy, where all they're going to do is they're going to hold Solana and they want their staking and stuff like that, whereas they don't want the crap built on top of it, because crap built on top of something good makes the whole thing crap. So
Yeah, Solana would need to
it's
we
a
need to do
it's
some math.
it's
We got
a pretty big move.
yeah.
It's a pretty big investment amount that I would need to really flip Ethereum.
Mm. Oh, there it is. 83. Okay, it would need to do like a 4x. It would need to 4x its market cap, which is currently $83 billion.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
It's a pretty big move, and while you have something that's already offered to your institutions and your retail through an ETF with Ethereum, I don't see that money being driven into Solana this cycle. We'll have to see what Solana does in the bear market, though. That's really what's going to depend a lot on where Solana lies for next cycle.
but BC, we just went through a bear market and it survived.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that it survived. But look how long it took for Ethereum to even get to that $1,000 mark.
I was saying that the way that I did for a reason, a little
I
tongue in
know.
cheek, because I don't think that was a bear market.
What
It was a bearish trend, but I don't think it was like the bear market. I've gone over this before. I'll go over it again.
are you talking about the 20-year cycles that we see in markets?
No, no. This cycle started back in 2017, after the crash, 2018, I guess. Yeah. Basically, the last high, the last cycle, or the 2021 high was wave 3, and then the bear market was wave 4, and we are on wave 5. We're actually looking like we're shaping up to be on wave 5 of 5, meaning we're going to wrap up the grand super cycle here very soon, in my opinion. So hopefully we get some God candles because that would be nice.
I mean, it kind of lines up with 20-year trends that you see in markets and rotations. So, and we'll
Yeah,
kind of
and you also got to remember that Bitcoin was born out of the great financial crisis. So
yeah.
it was like halfway through a well, I don't know if you'd consider it a bull, because it was the stock market was, no, I guess it was in a bull market, because, and then the great financial crisis was more of like a sideways action. I need to go back and look at that chart.
It was 2009, and you're talking about right when everything was in the worst of the crap, where people were seeing 30-40% drops in their portfolios, and like your average person that had like a retirement account that was through their job and stuff like that, they couldn't retire. And that's why, I don't know if you remember kind of seeing back in like the 2010 to like 2018, where people that should have been retiring are not retiring, and they were working, and they're like, oh well, why is grandpa working at Walmart as a greeter? Well, he couldn't retire. He had a retirement account, but it went bye-bye. And we've kind of been in that recovery phase from things for a while now. And I think that's why crypto got a lot of play so quickly. And I don't know if you've seen a lot of wallets that hadn't touched their Bitcoin for a while, hadn't moved Bitcoin for a while, starting to take profits and not really caring what the level was. They're only up 20,000%. Who cares? Like, when's a good time to take profit? Anytime is a good time to take profit when you're up that high. So, and it's
I wouldn't
lining.
even take profit. I would just use it as collateral.
I mean, you have to have more institutions who are willing to take that as collateral for a decent interest rate. You know, you don't really want to take that, and you also don't really want to collateral that when everything is at its peak, where it's like, okay, if Bitcoin hits its low at 38,000, let me go use it as collateral now. And then the whole time that we're moving back to the upside, I'm just using profits to pay off my interest on the loan that I took against my asset. That's the smarter move on it. Because otherwise you're having to pay interest on a loan against a collateral that's losing its value. So the whole time you're paying out of pocket for something instead of just using your asset to pay off the interest on your loan and maybe your like the actual payments as well. So it's the money game. You do it when it's low, not when it's high. You want to give the people your little Bitcoin chart for the day? Or you want me to hop into
I
this article?
suppose.
All right. You are pulled up, sir.
Yeah, I'm just over here looking. So we did get to close above 70K that I was looking for, the daily close. Now I want to see a weekly close. And then I'll want to see a monthly close. No. But no, for real, I didn't have this pulled up already, but I'll go ahead and throw it up in the background while I go over this. So yeah. So, I mean, that's a really good sign. That's really good. The only problem that I'm really having is what I'm pulling up, and that is with the open interest and spot volume and stuff like that. So if it'll hurry up and load, I'll get that pulled up. But yeah, right now, I mean, we're sitting at let me get rid of this so I can see. All right. So yeah, we're sitting at the highs over here from the May and June highs, sitting on top of them right now, trying to get some support. And we could definitely see this thing pop and keep moving to the upside. But there is a reason why I'm kind of being a little bit cautious. Mostly just, we're still at the highs. We still technically have, one more level to break. Okay. And that's the all-time high. So that is going to be key. Let me see. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Sorry. That's my son.
Well, good
If you can
morning.
hear him.
Good morning, LBC Junior. Yeah, I could hear him.
I don't know if you can hear him or not. Oh. Sorry.
It's all good. Tell him I said
Bye,
hi.
buddy.
Oh, tell him I said
love
bye.
you. BC and alumni say hi, bye. All right. This is what I've got. All right. So, spot's still been selling off into the highs. Now, yesterday I was talking about how open interest was ramping up with price, and that's just, a little concerning. And then we did get a little bit of a, just a small pullback, but that did end up, wiping a little bit of open interest. Obviously, we've got some longs built up in here. I mean, obviously, we have longs built up in here. If they're almost your entire move is perp driven and not spot driven, which isn't the case for this most recent move, honestly. But we are starting to see some heavy selling here. But Bitcoin's holding up. So that's the one thing, man. Either the perps are holding the price up, because that's the thing though. Perps holding price up, not spot. Spot's not holding price up. So I don't know. I feel like this entire move is just a freaking house of cards. But we'll see. I'm still being patient with Bitcoin right now. I don't want to get a little too excited. Was feeling a little bit euphoric after the after hitting 60% on the dominance yesterday, and with the price pumping for the last several days, couple weeks. It's just kind of it always makes me uneasy when things are starting to feel a little too bullish. What was that fear and greed this morning, BC?
It was sitting
Unmute
at
yourself.
77.
77. Okay, so we're not in extreme greed just yet. So yeah, so I'll just be watching, see if we can hold this high over here at 69,967. Let's go ahead and throw up a fixed range volume profile on this whole range, see what we've got going on here. We are sitting above the value area high of the range. We did get, we did come up, get a nice little, built some support on top of it, and then pushed up. I mean, everything looks good when you're just looking at the chart and just looking at candles and price action. But the only thing that's really driving me crazy is what I'm seeing under the hood. And really, this is still technically, yeah, this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but that could be a 5-wave structure to end in ABC to the upside. So that's got me cautious as well. So, I want to be super bullish like I was. I wasn't trying to be super bullish yesterday, but I was feeling it. I was like, man, I'm ready. I'm ready to be bullish again. I'm just not seeing what I want to see yet. We do have the monthly VWAP sitting here at 62.5. So with a nice volume node over here on that level. So would not be surprised to see a nice little pullback down there. Hopefully that would wipe away a lot of open interest, and then we could start considering the idea that maybe that's the bottom. But I don't know. I'm still waiting before I go giga long. I just at the very least I'm going to be waiting for a pullback either way. We'll see if today we can get a push up and break the all-time high and create a new all-time high. But a new all-time high before the election, I don't know. Seems sus. All right, drop down to the 1 hour. We are falling below the below the zero line of the trend oscillator. We are heavy in the green on our money flow, but it is moving slightly down, and our volume matrix is in the red as well. So it does look like a pullback at least is in the works. I'm thinking that we could possibly see something like this, and then it continues further down. Just a little sweep of these lows here at 70.7, 70.6. Sweep those lows and then come back up, sweep these highs at 72. The highs are at 72.565. Come up, sweep those highs, and then shift to the downside. So that's what I would be looking for on Bitcoin for a reversal. I want to see these lows swept, and then a nice move up to at least this area as resistance. This would be either an order block, or it could even come up and sweep the highs. Doesn't have to sweep the highs, but it's coming into supply. That's the whole point. Coming into supply, and then it can shift. The order flow will shift back down, because this will create a chotch, a change of character, like this. That'll change, give you a change of character, and then you would just see a pullback to an area of interest, and then further move down. It is Wednesday. Wednesdays are typically reversal days, so we can see reversals on Wednesdays. Not saying that it's for sure going to happen, but I'm still leaning that we're going to at least get a nice pullback. So I'm just waiting to see. I'm just waiting for my time to strike and enter on that short. And I haven't got it yet. What if I get a move like I just put up here? Then that's what I'll be looking for, and that's when I'll be jumping in. Oh, we only got 4 minutes. All right.
Yep.
BC.
It's okay. Let me pull up the article that I wanted to go over real quick. Let me have us both on screen. So Van Eyck offers Solana staking to institutional investors. Manager Van Eyck has announced a strategic partnership with Kiln, a prominent digital asset rewards platform, to integrate staking into Van Eyck's Solana strategy. The strategy encompasses products like ETNs and ETFs, offering regulated access to Solana. Through Solana staking, the partnership simplifies investor access to the Solana network. According to a press release, asset manager Van Eyck has partnered with Kiln, a digital asset rewards platform, to offer staking solutions as part of Van Eyck's Solana strategy. The strategy reflects Van Eyck's long-term commitment to Solana and aims to bridge it with traditional finance. Van Eck, in other words, has been bullish on this asset for the past several months. It's filled the first Solana ETF in June and predicted last month that Solana would reach 50% of Ethereum's market cap. Additionally, Solana has particularly benefited from the liquid staking craze in 2024. VanEck has already dipped its toe into staking options for Solana derivatives this month. In short, Kiln will offer a simple and secure method for institutional investors to integrate Solana staking. Vanek will provide its client base, and Kiln will manage any technical complexities. From user end, customers will gain exposure to the financial rewards without actually having to manage any SOL tokens. Ultimately, the main goal is to provide a convenient experience. VanEck is setting another milestone with its Solana strategy and product offerings. We're excited to join them in providing seamless access to staking features for institutional investors. What the? Laszlo Zabo, co-founder and CEO of Kiln, said.
Sasbo.
Sure, let's
Sabo.
go. Let's go with that. It really messed me up. The S Z. I don't know how that's pronounced. If anyone,
It's just pronounced like an S.
okay. Well,
Sabo.
Van Eck has quite plain was quite plain about the long-term goals with this Solana strategy. Simply put, it wishes to offer a straightforward entry into Solana and calls it a key cornerstone of the digital asset market. The firm foresees a vast string of successes from this asset akin to Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs and wishes to be a primary corridor for institutional SOL investment. Solana has shown strong performance recently, rebounding steadily after a sharp decline over the summer. Van Eck remains bullish on Solana's long-term potential and expects stronger rallies ahead. I don't know if you have any thoughts on this one, but I thought it was interesting that they're going to try to offer this to just institutions first, because I don't know if you know proof of stake, but consolidated staking is not good for a network.
I don't know if you know anything about Solana, but everybody could see this coming from a mile away.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was definitely bound to happen, but my whole thing for selling off my Ethereum was if they ever offer staking rewards to ETF holders, because I do not want to see an institution that as the majority shareholder of the staking, because that actually takes away from the security of the network, and it does not bode well for me for what I would like to see for a project I'm invested in.
You know what else takes away security from a network?
What's that?
Just regular ETFs,
Oh yeah.
like
I
Bitcoin ETFs
I mean it's
and the
nice.
fees.
It's nice to see regular adoption, but it also takes away from the whole crypto message, especially when you could just hold the asset yourself and not have to worry about someone pulling shady stuff. Because I don't
Well, it
know. I don't know if you remember '08, but these are all the people that crashed the world. I don't want them holding my money.
No, but it's Bitcoin. Miners, node operators rely on fees, right, for transactions.
Miners,
Or miners do,
miners,
yeah.
yes.
They rely on fees for transactions, and if they down the road when Bitcoin's when you're producing less and less, every 4 years, they start getting strapped, and then the only thing that's because people are holding the Bitcoin. That's the issue. That's the main issue is that these hedge funds are holding 1 million Bitcoin, and it's just not moving. So you're not generating those fees for the network, which ultimately would probably end up to a lot of mining companies shutting down because a lot of their money they get is from fees, from transactions. So if you don't have those transactions, because the it's just sitting there, that's why Bitcoin it'll work as a store of value for like 20 years. But what about after that?
Well, Bitcoin was never supposed to be a store of value.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. It's late though. So we'll have to save that discussion for another time. But hey, we've got tomorrow. We're gonna be giving away some money.
Oh, most definitely. We've got our show giving away $100, where we've got 6 price predictions on Bitcoin. So one of those 6 lucky people will be and are entered for a chance to win $100. The morning market report with Piper and OC are holding their giveaway. If you join the WAP upperclassmen today or tomorrow before, I'm assuming slightly before the show, you're entered for that chance to win. You have a little bit more time with the Blowfin. You got today, and the Crypto Nightcap goes live at 8:30 Eastern.
Bluffing.
PM though. So you check out the Blowfin link in the description and you deposit $50, you're entered for a chance to win there. So it is coming close. The giveaways are tomorrow. So
looking forward to it. Tomorrow's Halloween.
Most definitely.
But yeah. Be happy, be safe, be kind, be cool. Go out there and go out today and give someone a compliment. Make a positive impact on someone's life today, somehow, some way. Somebody needs some help. So you're tall. Are you tall? And you go to the grocery store and you see someone short, struggling, trying to get something from the top shelf. Help them out. All right.
Are you telling me to pick up short people so they can reach things on the top shelf?
Don't pick the people up. Don't pick the people up. That's weird.
But that's also just as helpful as grabbing it for them.
No, it's condescending. It's condescending. Okay? Don't do that.
All right. Well, on that note, I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you for showing up today. Everyone, wake up.
Today's gonna be a great day.
Most definitely.